There were so many fireflies outside that I remember on one of my birthdays trapping one in a mason jar and then using that for light. I didn't even think twice because there were just so many. And somewhere along the way, they just disappeared. And I think that's like most of the backyards in America. And now let's say for a second, I was born this year or somebody was just popped in my backyard. You would never know that there were supposed to be fireflies there. And you would just assume this is how it's always supposed to be. And this is called shifting baseline syndrome. It's a psychological phenomenon where each generation accepts a more degraded version of the environment as normal. And we just don't remember what it used to look like. Our baseline literally shifts quietly over time because people forget generation to generation. A boy growing up next to a stream that has no fish, just thinking that is how that river is not supposed to have fish. That stream is not supposed to have fish. Meanwhile, a few generations back, that same creek stream supported migrating shad, eels, a thriving ecosystem. In Louisiana, we've got coastal prairies that used to house literal bison. That blew my mind when I found that out. Red wolves, nesting cranes. These have vanished, and almost like our coastal prairies literally almost vanished too, the Cajun prairies. And offshore, we've got the Mississippi River flowing with super nutrient rich waters that's just going into the Gulf of Mexico, and then it literally creates a dead zone where the fishermen have to like go out of that zone away from the shore because there's no fish. And also I grew up like you don't swim in the Louisiana coast because you'll get flesh-eating bacteria. Like that's just my normal. And so whenever you accept something as normal, it's easier to accept that loss because it's just how it's always been for you, right? And this is a risk to restoration because when do we consider something truly restored? Is it when the pelicans have reached the population of your parents? Or is it your great-great-great-grandparents? If each generation is happy and accepts less and less, what will our world be left with? So I want you to ask yourself and think for a second, what from your childhood do you remember that slowly disappeared, where if you were born today or if you had a kid, they literally would think it was normal? Food for thought.